Big shouts to Sean, Oreo
Yes.
Jones, and big shouts to Jay Brookins and Jane.
That
and,
whole staff, all the volunteers.
Volunteers, staff, music, media, film. Shouts to the AV dudes that were out there with the bubbles all day. That was kind of cool. It was a very, big moving process of a lot of things, and I think this was by and far the best cohesive. Like everything seemed like it was handled, even when there were a couple hiccups that happened throughout the day. A couple, some weird stuff happened, but in general, everything was handled good. I think everything that I saw was just again another really good event.
And actually, sometimes we get features or headliners that'll come in. I've always looked at headliners as a 50-50 thing. You don't know what type of day someone's having or what may go on, but salute to Ninth Wonder. He was very gracious after his performance.
Took pictures,
stood around, had conversations, signed wax.
Stick around for that.
Yeah, he was his DJ set was very live. He asked everyone to come up closer to where he was. And,
I was still there at that time.
Okay, yeah. But shout out to Ninth, man. He was very gracious with his time afterwards and had a great set. It was cool. Ruben Vincent was in the building as well.
He killed it.
Young fella was taking care of business out there. He's a beast. His project is dope as well. So y'all check him out. But
more importantly, let's get to it. Let's talk about the section leader set.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
I know you guys were in the moment and making sure you were taking care of business. But I saw Ninth nodding his head.
I heard that from multiple people.
I didn't see it at all, but
so I saw it. It was apparent that the vibe that you guys had going, that he was feeling it. So I appreciate that. And the thing is, it was dope because I had heard the bits and pieces. That you guys, as pre-show, we just kind of building, and then to see it all come together and to hear the finished product, I was like, okay. Because the thing is, a lot of times with crowds, and sometimes when they're unfamiliar with something musically, it's hard for them to get into it.
Kind of lose them, but
I felt, especially with the songs, it was like, oh, okay, they did that to this, they took Ice Spice in another direction. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that was dope, and I think it was a set that was perfect. That set went right before Ninth Wonder.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, brother.
I just felt pretty good about it, And I felt really good about it. I didn't see any. So I screwed up. I was recording every single act on the Plaza with a GoPro, like 15 minutes. I forgot to turn it on for ours.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It's like,
you know what? I was looking at pictures, just a handful that we've had a chance to see so far, and I'm looking at shout out to the homie Grits, third member of Section Leaders. The picture of all three of us. I'm like, man, I've known and worked with music with these guys for over. Man, 25 years,
25 years.
Yeah, like that was really dope to see because, we all know in the industry, people come and go. That's just in life. Forget the industry, like just in life, people come and go. So when you have good relationships and good friends, you want to hold on to them and nurture those. So it was really cool to be able to rock with my brother.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Grit since before the pandemic, so it's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
he like Waldo. You got to catch him.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I think of it, I don't think I had either.
But I hadn't seen really. That's why Chreece is so cool.
Yeah, a lot of people.
No, I hadn't seen Man. Now that I think about it, I hadn't seen Man Dog.
I hadn't seen like any of these people.
Yeah, I hadn't seen.
It's been a while since I've seen Kinetic. Got a chance to chop it up with him.
Yeah. I was super happy to see that Kinetic and Ninth got a time to kick it and talk to each other. So, because they're
both
professors and they have that knowledge and everything. So Ninth definitely, like when I finished and I kind of looked over, like he gave me like a nod, but like outside of it's cool that people have kind of went out of their way to tell us that that Ninth was digging it. He
shouted out to section leaders too. He made sure everybody gave us flowers. I did not expect that. I did not see that coming.
Real recognize real, man.
That's what they say, man. That's what they say. So
I know it sounds cliche, but it's the absolute truth when it comes down to it.
Nah, man.
You recognize talent and you recognize somebody that you consider as a peer. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ninth.
Yeah, man.
And he played Loving It.
And he did. I was like way far away. I'm like, there you go, right there.
I did get that on tape.
I recorded the whole mug.
He played the joint with Drake
versions of it too.
Yeah, he played the joint with Drake too. And
he paused. He was like, "This is Drake for y'all that don't know."
Yep. I was literally unloading my truck. The trunk of my car to go into And I heard that. I'm like, dang, man.
Hey, and when it dropped, though, because he let the sample breathe.
Yeah.
So everybody knew what was going on. I looked at one of my best friends was there, and I looked back. They got that look like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I recorded it halfway through the recording. The phone is doing this because I was rapping the whole. Because I was rapping the whole.
I
verse.
couldn't help it. I did the same thing. I couldn't help it because that's a jam. That's everybody knows that. So
yeah, man.
It was good to see the plaza jumping around like it. We were talking about shout out to Tall Black Guy. He had it the same way.
Oh
pre-COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have that location, what I always call our location. I just call it that.
Like Chreece Hub.
It's the hub.
If you don't do anything at Chreece, you come hang out at the square. You know what I'm saying?
You got to pull up.
Yeah.
You have to pull up.
I told people, I was like, hey, they're like, man, I'd come to Chreece, but I didn't get any tickets or anything, or, I got my kids with me. I was like, there's a spot you can come to, hang out. Yep. We got something for you.
The stuff for the kids. You got Jay Moore being the old man saying, y'all get off the waterfall.
The kids was loving that waterfall.
They were loving it too.
I got someone put that in my ears like, hey, it's a liability issue. So.
Yeah, the babies was loving it though. They were loving it.
I know. I just didn't want none of the babies to slip on that wet rock.
Yeah.
Jay Moore said it so proper. It was so proper how you told everybody just to,
chill on that concrete.
Y'all chill on that concrete, man.
It was yeah. It was a good time, man. The only bittersweet thing for me personally every year is the fact that I never really get to see anybody. Like I saw Flacco. I saw Flacco perform My Hat Don't Match My Fit. That's like as I was buying a shirt, like I had to run over to I wanted to buy a shirt, and as I was walking away, my hat don't match my fit. So shouts to Flacco. But I saw like 2 seconds of I think the Kid Sky when I went to the bathroom at the Square Cat final. Like that's all I saw outside of the plaza.
I got to see TGI Free.
I heard he killed it.
He took care of. I think Terry was there. He took care of business.
He did.
Yeah.
He took care of business, and it was almost to the back in Square Cat, and he took care of business. He was one of the contest winners.
Yep.
That was a part of when I judged. So he took care of business and earned his slot. I didn't get to see Jetties.
I seen Jetty.
I didn't get to see him. Fox.
Of course,
Fox.
I'm biased when it comes to Fox.
He really.
I'll let other people speak for Fox.
Yeah, I can't really. I don't want to. I'm with him on that one.
I wish I really. Fox was the one act I wanted to see, but didn't work out. But it's all good.
He did what Fox does.
Yeah, Maxie did his thing. Woogie did his thing.
Yeah.
I was mad I didn't get to check out Distinct.
I didn't catch him, and I didn't get to Baby Ebony. I think those guys are extremely talented.
I saw a video of Fresco's. He looked like he killed his set too.
Yeah, he got that energy.
Yeah, he does definitely.
Skip, he did a nice job. We was backstage while he was performing.
Skip usually take care of business. Yeah.
Stokes did his thing.
Shout out to Stokes. I like Jeremiah Stokes.
Shout out to Jake Huber.
Shout out to Jake.
And B Swift. I got to sit in for the G Note with them.
Yes.
Talked about the industry along with Oreo Jones. That was real cool. They recorded that, so I know they're going to put that out as well. There were actually 2 sections of the panel. It was me and the people I just mentioned. Then they had a ladies panel with DJ Littletown, Paris Ladam.
I didn't get a chance to see her perform. I wanted to see they say her perform.
DJ Spacebuns, and there was another young lady. She's like a model and curator. I stuck around for that because I didn't want to be that dude that walks out on the ladies. And plus, I got to talk to Paris a little bit about music and. Plus she had a
how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
So she was actually very cool. I'd met her a couple times before, but it was when I was working. So all the noise, you don't really get to kind of talk to people. So this was an opportunity for me to kind of talk to different artists, her included. So shout out to her, shout out to shout out to first of all, it's just like. This is a thing where all the years we've done this, of course this is going back before the pandemic and whatnot. There's never been any real negativity to happen at Chreece. Hip Hop Festival, you have all these venues, all these artists and all these people who are coming to check out the culture. And it's all been peace and love. There's never been anybody tripping on anything. So
I agree.
There was a situation this year, but it got handled.
I don't think I was there, but
no, I did. I am upset. I missed the wrestling matches. Did y'all?
I heard about those, but I didn't know what they were talking about.
I was like, "What the?" Yeah, and it looked like
now y'all lost me. I have no idea. What y'all talking about.
Several people were posted videos of
it was down there by Hot Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's an actual wrestling match for real.
Yeah, there's like they had a. I mean, when I say wrestling, I mean like they had a ring.
Mm-hmm. What?
It was like you could.
They were dressed up as wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
they were wrestlers.
Yeah, it was
wrestling, man.
It was wrestling.
It was wrestling.
Yeah, that was part of the festival. You could have came out and saw some wrestling.
What in the stepdad? What's going on, man? That's crazy.
Going down. I actually seen, for those that know your Indianapolis, Indiana Naptown history, I seen one of the members of NAP. At Chreece. Yes.
Oh yeah. I pass I don't know if it's a member of somebody of NAP, but every time I ride to the school, I pass. There's this card in the front. It has a R.I.P. 𝐀𝐄𝐃𝐒.
Yeah, he was in NAP.
Oh, that person was?
Yeah, 𝐀𝐄𝐃 was. I think he passed.
Oh, I know 𝐀𝐄𝐃 was, but yeah. But somebody had like it on the front of their license plate, and I was like, I wonder if this is like somebody that's
I see what you're talking about.
A part of NAP. I don't know. I'd never seen
maybe
him.
a family member or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I didn't realize, obviously not being from here, but I heard of them. I didn't realize the wave was like that. But they had a
big record.
They had a wave. Yeah, they had a wave. The more I talk to people that are from here.
I saw Edge. I ain't seen Edge in a minute. Shouts to DJ Edge.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him probably since. Now I
know it's like
I didn't realize. Oh, I haven't seen these people. Many of them since like 2020 or the end of 2019.
Yep. I didn't put that together either, honestly.
The pandemic took a lot away.
You know what though? When you're connected to people on Facebook, you're not seeing them in person,
right?
But you see them come through your timeline, so it almost gives the illusion that it hasn't been that long,
right? It's like we've still been in contact.
Put it in perspective. It's like, dang, I really haven't seen this person.
And like that makes it like almost 4 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a long time.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that the organizers, Oreo and Brookins and everybody involved said, you know what, let's not try to rush it back. Let's take the time and the extra year, to get this right.
Mm-hmm. I was in the check-in spot, the check-in location for artists to come in, or VIP, whatever you want to call it, in between some performances or something. And a lot of the younger artists that were coming in to check in and people that were out of town were talking about how cool it was from what they had seen thus far in terms of, the locations, the venues, the reception, the setup, everything that they had seen. They were like, man, I didn't even realize that this was going on, and this is so cool, and we want to come back next year. And like, they was really speaking high of, Chreece when I stopped by, and that was good to see too.
I wish we could have somehow compounded together and done, because they had like the photo shoots in the back that Jake was shooting.
Yeah.
I wish we could have done that, but
that'd have been dope.
But yeah, I mean, it was just
big props.
The weather held up for us. It looked like those clouds were going to do something.
Man,
but honestly, it just cooled the day off, because that first part of the day,
bad.
Man, it was hot.
Bad. I went and got gas purposely because I said, look, I know I'm going to have to go to my car, cut that AC on, sit in there for about 10 minutes, regroup, and go right back out to the stage. So it was smoking around 2:30 in the afternoon when I first got there. And I know Lone had already been there. You had been there.
Mm-hmm. No, because I was
there at 9:30.
Yeah, that's early with me, because I got there at around noonish, so we could do the G note. And but the thing is, it was outside.
Yeah.
And they had a little bit of cover for us, but the way the sun was hitting, it didn't do nothing.
Yeah. And I just got to give, he's the homie. Everybody here just good friends with him. But I got to give extra shouts to DJ Metronome and Nick.
Yes.
Just for like all the stuff that he does, not only in the city and stuff, because he was running around all over the place. Now he's doing stuff with Butter for this entire week. But like he was there. He was setting up sound at 6:15 in the morning for the bike race. You know what I mean? And then he was there, and it was a long day to do all the things.
Put everything in U-Haul.
It's a lot of work that goes on the back end, and Nick Metronome's a part of a lot of this.
He's actually he's actually a machine, man. He is
a machine, man.
He's a machine.
I feel like I do a lot a work.
Yeah,
but Nick does more than me, and it kind of baffles me sometimes.
We know what you do. We're around you a lot. So for you to even say that, what he does is so vital to a lot of these events. It's priceless to these events.
Absolutely.
Oh no, he sets his price. You best believe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on now. Oh, excuse me. I ain't trying. Let me rephrase.
My brother sets his price.
Metronome is not free, y'all. Don't get it twisted.
we started turning down events. So.
Yeah.
No, and
he ain't free now.
And the thing is, it's like, you know, we all talked about how wiped out we were the next day. Metronome was right back up doing a brunch.
He was doing a brunch at like 10:30 in the morning.
At 10:30 in the morning. Like, if you'd asked me to do something, I'm sorry, I'd have been, no, can't do it.
Nah, I can't do it.
You know.
So, yeah.
Energizer Bunny, man.
I didn't have to be to work till 9 p.m. that next night, and I was still like, I barely made it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to adult the next day.
Oh, that's right. And then, but you know what I tell you, what did save me? Because like the last Chreece behind like the you know, all the tables and all the coolers, it was all beer.
Oh,
yeah.
It's all water this year.
This year was all water, and you know what? I'm happy about that.
I am too.
I told Lone the same thing.
I'm so happy I didn't drink nothing that day other than them 2 sips, but them 2 sips got zeroed out real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like I had a beer at 𝐀𝐿 when I went to go check out, you know, what was popping in there. Because 𝐁𝐿𝐃 was running those stages.
Yep.
And then like, but I was sweating so much that beer didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, I had one from the check-in spot, and I think one at, like you said, maybe a location. Everything else was water all day.
I just thought it would have been a bad idea. I was like, I'm gonna be out here, and if I start drinking, I'm gonna want to continue to drink.
You're gonna be split.
So by the time that I actually have to do what I need to do here, I'm gonna be worthless.
His slot was 10:45.
Man, 10:45.
Oh yeah,
So
you
and
hit
didn't
it
even
on
start
point.
the performance until 11.
So you would have been cooked.
Man, I'd have been done.
Well, that and I still had to drive to Broad Ripple, so I'm not trying to get caught up. I still, you know, can't get caught up partying when you're trying to get this money.
Yeah, that's part of being a
grown up,
being an adult.
Yeah, everybody, I'm proud of us. We all adulted this weekend.
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying?
Because part of me was like, let me bring a little something. And I was like, but no. We
Hey,
not
low
doing that.
Tonight I got me a
little something.
Cheers.
Yeah, I got a little
sippy
something.
sip. You know,
I got me a little water still.
I ain't gonna hold.
I got more water than anything.
I ain't gonna hold you, Jay Moore. Part of me now, I'm glad you adulted, as we're saying, but part of me tends to be like, okay, let me check and see if Jay Moore gonna have his bag with him.
I mean,
now that's wrong. As a friend, that's
wrong.
wrong.
You know, now
but I'm like,
I had my bag. I was like, I'm gonna take some of these waters. These joints are like $2.19 at the gas station. Let me just go ahead and get a couple.
I'm stupid because I swore was.
They're not a partner,
had alcohol
so
in
Yeah, make sure you beat that out.
Oh, sorry.
we don't.
Sorry about that.
It does look like a beer though,
bro. I felt so stupid when I realized this was water, but I kept drinking them. They was on point.
No, because I offered one to somebody. It's like, yo, I don't really mess with alcohol. I was like, this is just
here, man. You need this, man.
This is just water.
95 degrees out here. Take this.
Thought I was just offering people tall boys who I know don't drink.
Agua frio.
that is actually genius to market that like
It
that,
is,
though.
man.
It really is.
Good times, man.
Indeed.
I look forward to hopefully the next one, and as old folks say, Lord willing.
Somebody came up and they're like, "Man, I'm not even from here." He's like, "I'm playing a show. I'm doing like sound rig for some prog band." And he's like, "Y'all need to do this like every 6 months." I was like, "Nah, once a year is perfect."
Yeah, man. So salute to the staff, salute to the city for showing up and showing out. Salute to everybody that came out and had a good time and took pictures and did videos and talked to us and talked to the artists, all that good stuff.
It was all love.
Yeah, it was all love, man. You missed a good time if you didn't show up. So maybe we'll see y'all next year.